But I'm going to play this clip, again, by Daniel Tosh. I find it pretty interesting what he does and what he says. Not just what he says, but what he does as well when he mentions the whole topic of flat earth. And of course, as you see here, as I've shown many times, for those that follow my channel, this is a Masonic hand sign. And this is straight up mockery by Daniel Tosh. This is basically the diamond sign. For those that follow my channel, they'll know this. This is 33. It's all about masonry. And the average knucklehead that watches this program, they'll have no idea what this means. They see, famous people do it throughout the years on TV, but they have no idea about masonry, because masonry is not taught from elementary school to middle school to high school to college to university. Of course not. Why are these people that are on top of this world going to reveal their secrets when the whole entire concept of controlling people, controlling the masses, is keeping them dumbed down? And again, knowledge is power. Why would they want to give the masses any type of power? Knowledge is in the hands of the few, and the rest are kept ignorant. The classic structure for manipulation and control. And getting back again to this sign, it's basically representing the 33, again, with being a diamond sign. It all has to do with the highest degree in the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, which is the 33. Now I'm going to play the clip from Daniel Tosh's show from last night on Comedy Central, Uninterrupted. Take a look.
Flat Earth is the truth. No surprise, realize, because there ain't no curvature. Check the map, do the math. Here's a graph, see the gap. It's a hack. If you laugh, then you lack facts. It's flat, and that's because there ain't no curvature. It's a ship out of sight, on the edge. Get a grip of your vid, take a clip, zoom in tight, bring it back, it's alright. And that's because there ain't no curvature.
There ain't no curvature. As catchy as it is informative, everything you kids learned in science class is a crock of baloney. That rap god is not alone. There are tons of flat earthers out there, including A-list celebrity Tila Tequila and the seventh best guard in the NBA, Kyrie Irving.
You've seen pictures of the planet, though, right? Like it's a circle. So
I've seen a lot of things that that my educational system has said that was real and turned out to be completely fake. So, I don't mind. I don't mind going to Instagram in terms of my thoughts.
What a dumb motherfucker! If I lived in Cleveland, I'd want to believe the world is flat too, just so I'd have something to walk off of. You're still not convinced? Maybe this expert will sway you.
A plane flying at an altitude even to the Earth's surface would have to keep pointing its nose down. This doesn't happen during flights.
Looks to scale to me. It's also worth noting that jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Save it for another day. Normally, I like to keep my personal beliefs deep in the closet, but I've been outed. This conspiracy theorist has finally followed the trail of flat earth breadcrumbs I've been dropping. Took you idiots long enough.
Let's take a listen here, what Daniel Tosh says during a show.
But I'm a straight shooter. And to prove it, we're going to have our own town hall debate. Let's go to the audience for our first question.
Now again, understanding how TV works, they're not going to just pull some random guy out of the audience and ask a question. Everything is scripted, including this guy right here who asked the specific question about NASA. Take a listen.
How do you feel about increasing funding for the space program?
Now take a listen very carefully to what is said here. It's all about the flat earth and how space does not exist. Again, it's all about mockery.
I don't believe space exists.
Now what does this remind you of? I'm going to play this clip I played many times before with the Red Hot Chili Peppers song Californication.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
This is how they do it.
That's right. I believe the earth is flat. Flat as a board. Me and Ketis. I have my own theories to back it up. First of all, globes are round, but maps are flat. Maps have been around a lot longer than globes. Despite what big round earth money and their anti-flat earth agenda want you to believe, Antarctica is a wall of ice that NASA guards so people do not climb it and fall off. Besides, if the earth is round and spinning, then when I jump in the air, I should not land in the same place. But I do, because it's flat. Boom, you busted.
He ended that segment telling the absolute truth. According to science, as the Earth supposedly spins at 1,100 miles an hour at the equator, Basically the atmosphere supposedly moves along with it. It's called centrifugal force. The funny thing about it, as a form of mockery, it's also known as, also called, fictitious or pseudo force. If this is a fact, why is it called fictitious or pseudo? Give me a break. This is, again, nothing more than mockery. Let's take a look here, as I showed before. Again, the whole concept of Earth supposedly traveling around the sun, orbiting around the sun at this magic number of 66,600 miles an hour around the sun, supposedly taking a whole entire year to make its orbit as it's spinning, again at 1,100 miles an hour. So due to this centrifugal force, somehow smog over LA remains over LA due to this magical fictitious force. Now let's take a look here at the whole entire concept when it comes to satellites. I made many videos about this, the whole topic of satellites supposedly in space. Satellites do not exist. All we have are these CGI images. You can look up all the images you want of the so-called satellites in space, and all you have are these, again, CGI graphics. That's it. Everything works off under ocean fiber optic cables, ground-based towers. That's it. GPS, cell phones, internet. That's how it all works. There's no satellites in space. So getting back to the whole entire concept of how supposedly you have all these satellites in space, how